Hey creative friends, thanks for clicking on my video. I hope you enjoy it. If you'd be kind enough to give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, I'd really appreciate it. So today I'm going to do a flip through of this, which is probably one of the most favorite journals that I have made to date. I love this thing and I wanted to capture it before I send it off, because I think I'm going to make one for myself. I really do like it. So I just want to show you the cover. This is a woman theme and it's a flowish journal. And what that means is it's sort of patterned after Flow magazine, and it's a wonderful magazine. It's beautiful. It's tremendously expensive to get a subscription or to buy it even at a bookstore, but it's so pretty and it has things that you can use, tear out, cut out, punch out, reuse in your work. And so that's the idea behind this, is that the recipient of this is a friend in Canada who's going to get this one, is she can take out everything and reuse it however she sees fit in her projects, in her journals, and her things like that. So I want to show you what I've done. This cover, I just love it. It is a graphic that says, "Well-behaved women rarely make history," and it has a whole bunch of great women on the front of it. I put this Primo Marketing flower on the front. And also I attached some tags that I made. This one says "Wild and Free," and this one says "Be You." And I will do a video. I know I'm promising, and I haven't gotten around to it yet, but I'm going to do a video on how I make these tags, and I think you'll enjoy that. So stay tuned, subscribe, so that you know when that's coming. I just put some little blank tags on here that she can also use for journaling. These have blank backs. And I put a charm on here that I made that has a number of different dangles on it. One of the charms is a mermaid, which I love. This is one of the beads that I made, and I know I have to make a video to show you how I make these. They're absolutely beautiful. Here's a little shell and some turquoise, which I thought was good for the theme with a mermaid hanging on it. Here's also a little faux pearl, which is very pretty. And then inside, oh, these have ribbons on them, of course, on the top. So you get a little bit of bling there. Also, here's another style of bead that I make that is very pretty, I think. So one of these days I'm going to show you how I do that. This has a ribbon tie closure, and I did that by just taking my pokey tool, which has a sharp end on it, and I use it for various things such as bookmaking and stuff like that. So I poked holes in it, threaded the ribbon through, and just had a tie there, and put the heavy beads on the bottom, the chunky beads on the bottom, so that it has a really cute closure. Okay, so let's look inside. Again, the theme is women, so I took a lot of time. I spent a lot of time on this. Fortunately, I kept all of the various graphics that I used, but I cut out, I made it like an inspirational women video. And so in here are some die cuts. This is just a little blank card in an envelope. And so she can use this however she sees fit. And inside I put a lot of inspirational quotes about women and pictures of women. For instance, like this one says, "Always be yourself unless you can be Khaleesi, then always be Khaleesi," of course. "It's better to light a candle than curse the darkness," Eleanor Roosevelt. "Let the magic find you." I cut out inspirational words and things that I like from various magazines, and then you can send these in the Flow journals as well. Here's one that's also good. This is by William Golding, and his quote is, "I think women are foolish to pretend that they are equal to men. They are far superior and always have been." Very smart man. Here's a picture of Queen Elizabeth. Here's Mother Teresa, Maya Angelou, Jackie O, This one says, youth is temporary, diva is forever. Love that. Here's a Canadian postage stamp of Queen Victoria. This little thing says, wiser, happier, and funnier than ever. I love that. This is Marilyn Monroe. A smile is the best makeup any girl can wear. Here is Judy Garland. Be a first-rate version of yourself instead of a second-rate version of somebody else. That's pretty good. Here's Lucille Ball. I'd rather regret the things I've done than regret the things I haven't done. Love that. Then I've got all kinds of other ones in here. I have Anne Frank and Malala, the girl who was shot in the head. Just a wide variety. Michelle Obama, lots of, here's Liz Taylor. Some, it says, oh, I love this one. In a world full of Kardashians, be a Diana. That's pretty good. And so she can use these, I think, throughout her journal, maybe even make an absolute inspirational women's journal like I had envisioned for this. Also in here, there are a lot of pictures of fashion through the years. Here are some bigger photos and a timeline of women's rights. And I just love some of the pictures in here. Here's one of Rosie the Riveter. Yes, we can. We can do it. Then in here also, there are just a plethora of these sorts of things. These are pictures. Here's nice, some embossing that I did. Here are some pages from a new book that I picked up. I love this book. It's so charming. This is a book of fairies, and aren't these just beautiful? So I will be pulling out a lot of pictures from this and putting them into various flow journals that I make. So isn't that cute? Here is a timeline of Joan of Arc. What else do we have in here? More women's fashion. I like this one. This is a smart invitation to dine. And look at these dresses. Aren't they just wonderful? Oh gosh, they're beautiful. And I have several of those from women's magazines, and I think they're patterns and various Hollywood things. I have Oscar dresses through the years, some frames, and here is another one that I did that contains some die cuts and also some frames that I cut out, and it's another little card with an adorable kitty on front that she can use also in her journaling. What else is all in here? More of those beautiful dresses, some doilies, some photos. Here's some patterned paper that I think she'll like. Okay. Then in the front of this, there are a couple of pockets that I put in. Let me put all this back together so I don't forget it, lose it, not put it in, etc. And in the front, I put an envelope that I made, and it contains some little, I guess you could call them inspirational cards that have some messages on them. So this is just a page out of a magazine, and you see how beautiful it is. Just pick something with pretty colors and make envelopes, and I will do an upcoming video on how to make various types of envelopes. This one, I just punched out the words in my Big Shot, and she can cut these out and use them as she sees fit in her work. Here are a gazillion more just delicious die cuts. Here are some various paint chips, and I really like this one because it has the beautiful, beautiful Valspar dragon, or whatever he is. I guess he's an iguana or something, but he has beautiful colors on the back here. The pocket is 18th century shoes, and I used washi tape on that. She can take the washi tape off and reuse it if she wants to. That's for certain. So let's put all this back into this. But my idea was to just make it something that was happy and very inspirational, so that every time that she looks in this stuff and every time she pulls something out, it's going to be something positive and make you feel good just to see it and just to use it in something, because it has a message, and the message is positive and good, rather than, you know, all the negative stuff we see today. So that was my idea behind this. Now in this pocket back here, I put a Clearwater Beach map. I do live in Florida. Oh, here's some more of the die cuts, because I like to put a map and everything. And then this one, and the little, I'm gonna have to glue him back on. This little butterfly came off, but this is another thing that I'm gonna have to do a video on. And I'm making a list of these, so I am gonna do them. I promise I will. This is a book that's like an accordion that folds out, and it's for journaling. And I put some of the sayings in here. And then also what I like about this is it perfectly fits these decorative Post-it notes that I have. And so I put those in there so she can either write on them and use them for journaling or take them out. And then there are some flip pages as well. And that's one side. You turn it over, and it's the other side also has the same sorts of things in it. And I love this quote: "Well-behaved women rarely make history." Eleanor Roosevelt. That's on the front of the other one as well. And this is so cute. This is like a 50s woman reading to a little girl. And it says, "And the princess lived happily ever after in her own big castle with all her own money, and she took care of herself." The end. That's the type of fairy tale I would read to my daughters if I had any. Let's see. Here are some other things that are in this book. And you can see it's a little trifold, and it will stand up, sit up, whatever. So that's something that I'm pretty proud of that I made, and it's in here as well, along with more painful looking shoes from the 1700s. I think that this is a really, really nice flow journal, and I hope that she's as happy with it as I am proud to send it off. So if you enjoyed this, please give me a thumbs up. Feel free to share it on your site. Subscribe to my channel for more videos coming up. If you want to order a flow journal from me, send me an email to baysidepartners@gmail.com. That's baysidepartners@gmail.com. And I can make one of just about any theme that you want. So let me know. And I appreciate it that you have come by. Thanks again for watching. I'll see you again soon in another video. Have a great day.